And then next, we're going to talk about some Game Boy stuff. We mentioned this is, again, a kind of a recurring theme, which is why we wanted to bring it up on this episode. Game Boy games are on the rise. We have different variations of Game Boy games out there, of course. We have the original Game Boy Advance, which I never owned. I've had plenty of them in my hands. Their screens sucked. They were not good.
Couldn't see anything.
They were horrible, which is why I never bought one. But then Nintendo released the Game Boy Advance SP, and man, did I love this thing. This was an awesome console. So this is when I got mine, when they started releasing it with a backlight so you could actually see, you know, when I popped in Castlevania Circle of the Moon, guess what? There were things I couldn't see before. It's amazing. But that's the first time I bought the console was then. I think I actually bought a few games before then, knowing that I was going to get a console as soon as they put out something that was that you could see.
I'm impressed. You still have your box.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I have boxes for almost everything. My parents unfortunately made me throw away some of my stuff, like my original Genesis box. I had the manual to my Genesis, but they threw away the box for some reason. So I don't know. But basically from like the next generation, like the Nintendo 64 era and up, I have like all my boxes.
I have all my boxes to my big consoles, but my handhelds outside of my Neo Geo Pocket, I don't have any of the boxes for. Like my Game Boy SP, I have the Nintendo collector's version. It doesn't have a box. It's just the system. I know. Yes. I played it constantly.
But you just put the box in the drawer and you forget about it for a while.
I know. For some reason I don't have my boxes to my handhelds.
It's all right, man. It's one less thing for your wife to yell at you about, because I get yelled at all the time about the boxes that are in my house. Why are you keeping these boxes? Why are you keeping them? Because they make it worth way more with the box than without the box. Plus, it looks nicer.
It does. It does look nice.
And then there was another version that came out later on, which was the GBA SP101. Now, the model I have is not a 101 model, unfortunately. The 101 model had like the best backlit screen that you could get. Those are the most sought after consoles, but they're not the hardest to find. The hardest to find you have two of, don't you, Wes?
I do have two of.
And those are the
my good buddy Rich.
Did you play the Micro at all?
I did, and that's why I'm wearing glasses, because it destroyed my eyes.
Man, we were both working in the store when those came out, and I just remember being baffled. I'm like, why the hell would you, like, you made the SP, man. You fixed the Game Boy, and then you made this. Like, who wants a screen that's like 1.5 inches big? Like, it's like, I couldn't even wrap my head around it. I was like, no, I don't want one of these. I'm not paying you any money for this. Not at all.
Game Boy Micro, we would wear them around, had lanyards, would ram around our neck, take your gaming with you around your neck. But the cool thing was it had interchangeable faceplates.
That was kind of cool.
You can buy different colored faceplates and change it, silver or black or purple or green, whatever you wanted. The Mario themed ones, but yeah, it was the Game Boy Micro. It was just way too tiny screen. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I mean, I was a fan of the changing of the faceplates. That also happened with Xbox 360, which I loved. Yeah. Getting different faceplates for my 360. So I can appreciate that. But other than that, I was not a fan of the Micro at all. Definitely a fan of the games for the Game Boy, though. I mean, there was so many great titles, man. WarioWare came out on Game Boy. I remember playing that, and like rolling the toilet paper and like picking the nose and stuff. It's like, oh my God, this is so great. Like, it's like WarioWare. 2 seconds long, but I love it.
Game Boy Advance had such a great library.
The Zelda games I enjoyed quite a bit on there. I know they're not the most popular, but like Minish Cap was on there. That game was awesome. They've remade A Link to the Past on there, which was very, very good.
You remember a game called Boktai? The one that you had to play out in the sunlight?
Oh my God. I totally forgot about that game until you just mentioned it. Yes, I remember that game. That is crazy.
Innovative. I mean, just so many.
It had like a sensor on it, right?
It did. I remember the commercial, and you were encouraged to play it outside because the sunlight charged the weapon that you had to use in the game.
I'm guessing this came out when that first version of the Game Boy came out, because you probably needed the sunlight just so you could see the damn screen because it was so dark.
No, it was Game Boy Advance. I think it was during the SP time.
Yeah, I don't know, but that would make sense to me that if it came out before the SP, so it was like, look, you can actually see our game if you just go in the sun. Let's encourage people to go in the sun.
Yeah.
Wow, man, and bringing it back.
Yeah, and we're talking about game prices. A loose box tie is like $97.
That's crazy.
Complete in box, you're looking at 154. And sealed is just under 200. You're looking at like $185.
Those Game Boy games, man, they're sought after.
Yeah. WarioWare, like you said, that's another one that's Game Boy cartridge is still going for hefty money.
Yeah, I'm sure. I bet you Golden Sun's worth a lot now too, because they haven't really done anything with Golden Sun's. Did they make a DS Golden Sun, or was it just GBA where they had like Golden Sun 1 and 2?
I remember Golden Sun 1 and 2 for GBA. I don't remember for the DS. I mean, I could be wrong, but
those might have been the only two, man. People have been clamoring for a Golden Sun, so I bet you that's really pushed the price up on those too.
Yeah, but there's just random Game Boy Advance games, not counting, Ninja 5.0, but they're just common Game Boy games that are just worth money. And not even counting Pokemon. A loose Pokemon game is still going for like $50-$60.
Oh yeah, Pokemon's crazy, man. I have a complete in box Soul Silver, and I think that's going for like close to $200, I think. Because it has like those came with like a Poke Walker, and it has like everything. It has all the stuff that it came with.
Yeah, just and working in the store, unfortunately, there are a lot of people who don't keep the boxes to their Game Boy games. So, 9 times out of 10, we're just getting a stack of cartridges.
Right.
But, again, depending upon what it is, those cartridges are, worth $50, $60, $70.
Yeah, man. They are for sure. Like,
Game Boy.
I mean, I wish I would have kept my NES boxes. Like, that's my biggest. It doesn't matter because my parents sold my NES when I wasn't paying attention one day, and it wasn't mine. It was my sister's NES, to be fair. So, we had different games and stuff for it, and then I got the Genesis, and they had to have like sold that at like a yard sale or something, or gave it away to somebody. So even if I'm complaining that we got rid of the boxes, it wouldn't have mattered because my parents got rid of everything, and I had to buy it all back as I got older.
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, but starting from the Genesis, I was like, no more, not happening.